Reagin here, and today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Charlotte, North Carolina. But first, before we start, if you don't want to miss any of my videos, make sure you subscribe now. So let's talk about our first pro, the weather. Here in Charlotte, we have all 4 seasons. So if you're looking to escape that harsh winter up north, Charlotte is perfect. If you want all 4 seasons with a true spring and a true fall, come to Charlotte. Now we do have a hot summer, which does lead me to our first con, which would be humidity. And after 39 years of being here in Charlotte, I still don't know what to do with my hair in the humidity. So if you have any tips, please leave them in the comments, because I'm still trying to figure it out. I personally love the hot weather, but my hair does not. All right, our next pro is the location of Charlotte, North Carolina. We are about 2 hours from the mountains and 3 hours from the beach. It's perfect when, as we were just talking about the weather, my daughter really wants to see snow, and knock on wood, we haven't had snow yet here this winter. So it's just a quick 2 hours to the mountains where we can go skiing or snow tubing. And in the summer, if we want to hit the beach, it's just 3 hours away. Our favorite personally is Charleston, just straight down 77 to 26, and you are in Charleston, South Carolina. So if you don't want to drive to the beach 3 hours, another pro for Charlotte is that we have a couple of lakes that you can choose to hang out at. We have Lake Norman to the north and Lake Wiley to the south. They are connected by the Catawba River. We also have Mountain Island Lake and Lake Tillery, and there's Baden Lake and Lake Lure and a couple other lakes within a few hour drives of Charlotte. And at Lake Norman, you can find Charlotte's only beach, where you have sand and lifeguards, and you can go enjoy the sand and water without fear of sharks if you don't like sharks. So if you're moving to Charlotte with kids or you're planning on having kids, Charlotte has a great school district. We have some of the top high schools in North Carolina are here in Charlotte, and also the surrounding counties have some top rated schools in York County, Cabarrus County, and Union County. We also have some great private schools if that's the route you're going to go. And then after high school, we have some really good colleges within the city and not too far of a drive from Charlotte. So in Charlotte, we have Queen's University, UNCC, Belmont Abbey's right outside of Charlotte. We have Winthrop, Wingate, Johnson & Wales is located in Uptown Charlotte. And then you can drive less than 3 hours up to the Raleigh area, and you can go to NC State, Duke, Wake Forest, Chapel Hill. So lots of great education here in Charlotte. Another pro for Charlotte is our job market. We have many Fortune 500 companies, including Truist, Lowe's, Bank of America, Duke Energy, Honeywell, Nucor. So we are very big on finances and technology and transportation. We are a big hub for American Airlines. So a lot of great opportunities here in Charlotte. Just north of Charlotte in the university area is our own research triangle. It's not the same as the one up in Raleigh-Durham area, but that is where many of our Fortune 500 companies have their offices. And obviously uptown is where a bunch of our banking offices are. So with growth comes pain, and Charlotte is definitely a growing market. So another con would be all the construction. As you can see here, I'm in my Plaza Midwood office, and they are building a mixed use building across the street from us. And also there's a lot of traffic, especially during the rush hour on 77 and 74 and the south part of 485. If you can avoid them, I would, because that traffic is no fun. But one pro is that we do have a light rail, and it runs from Pineville in South Charlotte all the way up to UNCC. So that helps a lot of the young professionals that are moving here into South End, and they work uptown. They don't have to deal with parking. They don't have to pay for parking. They can just hop on the light rail and go uptown to work. So that's pretty nice. So they're looking to expand it. I don't know the final details of it, but hopefully it will run throughout the whole city one day. But right now it's just up and down South Boulevard, basically. Speaking of traffic, let's talk about another con that Charlotte has, and it's our road names. And I never really understood how confusing it was until I was an adult here and had to tell people how to get places. This was before GPS existed, and we have road names that just change randomly as you're driving, like the Tyvola, Fairview, Sardis, Rama, Idlewild Road. That's all one road, and it changes names. And then we have another one that starts as Eastway to Windover to Sharon to Quail Hollow. Again, all same roads, you never turn, but they just change names. And what is with all the roads named Sharon and Queens? If you can make your way around all the Queens roads, then you are a pro at driving here in Charlotte. So if you're like me and you like to get out of town when it's cold out, Charlotte Douglas International Airport is the 5th busiest airport, and it's a hub for American Airlines. This is great in that you can go just about anywhere without a layover. So it's just a quick flight to the Caribbean, my favorite, or you can go north or wherever you really want to go. You can get there from Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Another pro with Charlotte is our outdoor adventure spots. So if you are into whitewater rafting or just like to watch people whitewater raft, you can head over to the Whitewater Center, and they have obviously rafting, and they have zip lining and climbing and trails, and it's along the Catawba River. You can go out there and paddleboard, and there's just so much fun activities. In the winter, like right now, it's February, they have an ice skating rink, and it's a lot of fun. And if you're looking for a different kind of adventure, you can go to Carowinds, which is our amusement park right at the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. The park is actually in both states, and it has many thrill rides, including the Fury, which is one of my favorites, and Copperhead. And then we also have a bunch of greenways and mini parks, including Freedom Park. And at Freedom Park in the fall, they have Festival in the Park, which is a can't miss when you're here in Charlotte. All right, another pro is all the restaurants and breweries in Charlotte. There is no way I can mention all the amazing restaurants and breweries that we have here, but I'll try to hit on a few. Some of my favorite, we'll talk about here in Plaza Midwood since that's where I'm at right now, is Next Door's Milk Bread, and it is so good. It's the sister company of Kindred, which is up in Davidson. And then over here we also have Supperland, and Supperland also has a speakeasy, which is very cool. And when it comes to breweries, we have Reagin and Resident Culture, which are two of my favorites. But anywhere you go in the city, you will find some of the best food and local craft beers that's out there. And if you're not into beer, we also have some great wine bars, including Bohemian, which is right down the street from me, and Foxcroft Wine is a great local one. So you really aren't going to go hungry, and you're not going to be thirsty here in Charlotte. Anything you want, we have it. All right, I'm going to end on a con, which is probably not the best thing to do, but it's coming up. Today is February 3rd, so in about a month, the city is going to be covered in yellow. And if you have allergies, go ahead, stock up on your medicine, because it will be pollen season. Yes, everything will be yellow. Your cars will be yellow, the sidewalks will be yellow, all your patio furniture will be yellow. So hopefully you don't have allergies like me, knock on wood. I think I grew up with it to where it doesn't affect me. And but if you do, go ahead and get that allergy medicine, because the pollen is real here. All right, guys, if you liked what you heard and you want to hear more, please make sure you hit subscribe and give my video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I will make sure I respond to all of them. And if you are looking to move to Charlotte or need help buying or selling already here in Charlotte, please give me a call, text me, shoot me an email, get to me however you can, because I would love to help you. All right, thanks. Have a great day.